you look at the business side, never look at the profit side only. If you are looking at the profit side, you'll never get any money.
How now, Manzina? You're looking for this too.
Because for you to get profit, there are some things that must be done for you to earn that profit. And the business world is so much disruptive. I would say that it's so much disruptive. Today you have this as a trend. Tomorrow this is not a trend. Today you're selling shoes that look like this. Tomorrow these shoes they are.
But from hiyo ndafikiria baadaye ama siku ingine. My name is Jasper. Thank you. Welcome to my channel. For those few subscribers who subscribe, asanteni sana. You mean a lot to me. And today I have a friend. We actually usually meet once in a week, not business. Most of my friends, we play football a lot. And he's a real footballer. Despite hakufika mbali na hiyo mpira. Very good at it. Okay. So despite anacheza mpira, also had some few info that he is a business person. Na once iko kitambo, there is a time tuliongea na wewe. You into business. But sijui kwa fala tu ama we were having that conversation, but I think
a full grasp of all details.
So he's going to introduce himself. I know he's new to these cameras. Hata I'm sure simu yake imejaa tu picha ya watu wengine lakini si yeye. So my friend, introduce yourself.
Okay. How do I start this?
Like your name.
Okay.
Where do you live? And currently, what are you doing?
Okay, that's quite a lot, but I'll try and cut it short. Okay, I am Arthur Morris. Many people know me as Arthur, but I'm also known as Morris.
You're Morris, to be honest.
But on all my names, I'll say I'm Arthur Morris Oka. I live in Nairobi, here in Zimmerman. I'm just an entrepreneur. That's what I can say.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So, entrepreneur. And then I have a lot of questions to ask about entrepreneurs. And since nimepata mmoja, it will be so good. I'm sure he's living by example. You cannot call yourself an entrepreneur and maybe you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just there. Like, let's say I'm a content creator. And I have nothing. Literally have nothing. I don't engage in anything. I'm just there. So, Arthur, mmesikia Arthur. Hii question naulizaga sana, but wewe nasikia nikikuuliza naona ni kama nitakusumbua.
It's okay.
Do you have any social media handles?
Social media handles? I don't like social media. I'm not a good fan of those social media. I say that because the only place I am on it's just Twitter, and I don't have many followers. I only there to go there to see the crap that people post. The
Yeah, yeah,
OKOT.
I know.
That's what I do.
I know.
I'm not so much into social media. I'm kind of a person who I always shy away from the public eye.
Public eye.
Yeah.
You're not interested in.
I'm not interested in people knowing so much about me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Even me. Even me. Even me. I just want them to know what I. This is what I do, and I bring people,
Yes,
share
yes.
the experience and their skills, and
Uh,
life goes on.
okay.
But other things in nafanya behind the scenes,
Yeah,
it's up to me.
that's
So,
that's good.
Arthur,
Yes, yes.
do you have a business or a company?
Okay. Just to tell you that I have, by the way, I have two companies,
Uh-huh.
and I have also some few businesses. I'll say few.
Few, like how many numbers? Say numbers.
Currently, I do have
Yeah.
like two businesses. I'll say two businesses.
Two businesses.
Yes, and two registered companies under the Kenyan law.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you comfortable of naming all the two company names?
Okay. Of the two companies, I would say I have a company that does. We usually do uh, supply tenders to government institutions. So we usually do general supplies, and then the other company it does most likely it's targeting the private sector, whereby we are majorly in the software business. I'll say that we are majorly in the software business. So we do supply softwares to large hotels. If
Oh,
they, let's say they want to have a POS, like that, and then we apart from that we also we do offer there are some support services that also come with the software business also.
oh.
So it's majorly a lot of stuff.
So you need to take peer.
Yes, yes, of course.
I wish I knew.
And then also I have two businesses. And these ones I can say them publicly. This one there's no problem. I have two barber shops.
Hey.
I have two barber shop. One barber shop is here in Zimmerman. Another one is in Kasarani. The one in Zimmerman is here at Cornerstone. Cornerstone Deliverance Church. Opposite Deliverance Church at the gate. Just at the top, there's a barber shop there. It's called Phoenix. Anyone, if you go there, you can get a cut. And then if you go to Kasarani behind Equity, there's a barber shop called Empire Cuts and Spa. So that
Did you
one.
come up with the name? You look like someone who you just. I'll set the structure. You guys, my guys, come up with the name.
So yeah, I did come up with the name.
Ah,
I did come up with the name. I did come up with the name. No, but no, it was not solely on me. I had to consult the people who are working there, and
okay.
then they helped me in coming up with the name.
Oh, that's
Uh,
nice.
so in Kasarani, the barber shop in Kasarani does a lot of services, from massage to nails to beauty generally. But the one in Zimmerman just does the basic haircut stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just the basic haircut and that's all. But in
So you are
Kasarani
Kasarani in full package.
is like a full package
Okay.
of barber shop.
Okay. When did you start this two barber shop?
The barber shop business I started in 2022.
2022.
Yeah, I started in 2022. So far it has since 2022.
Those two barber shops.
Yeah, the two barber shops.
And the two.
Of the two companies, one is called Kivax Company Limited.
Do you have a website already?
No, we don't have that. We do it offline. That one is the one that does the general supplies. And then the other one is Avicube. This one is into tech.
Or into tech?
Yeah, into tech and software stuff.
So the ones into tech and so definitely you have some social media or website where you.
No. The
How do you? How do
okay.
you?
Okay. So far, it's Avicube is a new company. It's just started recently this year. But so far, we have done just one single job with Avicube. But Kivax has been in existence since 2019.
Chivax.
Kivax has been in existence since 2019, but Avicube, it is just recent. It's just this year.
Oh, Everkeep is the software.
So Avicube is not a software; it's just a name of a company.
Oh,
Yeah, but now so we have software solutions for different enterprises like that.
okay. That's nice. For me, I remember back in the day I was into tech,
Mm-hmm.
and I really loved exploring and
Mm-hmm.
advancing.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend who was an IT guy, very very guru guy.
Mm-hmm.
Alikuwa mpoa. So alikuwa na come up na different websites,
Mm-hmm.
and initially I was doing marketing for the website,
Okay.
but iko rahisi.
Okay, I will say this.
Yeah.
But you know, people usually make websites
Mm.
for a certain purpose.
Mhm.
You know, in business, you have to look at the return value. If you're looking at the return value, uh, if let's say I put a website, for example, a company that is doing general supplies, what is the target? So that's why
To make
that
sense.
company, it doesn't make a sense because that company is supplying public entities, that is the government agencies. So meaning there is no need for that. That's the first thing. And then second thing is this company for software. This one, because we opened it this year, of course we will have a website, but not now.
Oh,
We are just bidding our time, but we are doing things pole pole.
okay.
Yes, yes.
How many employees do you have in your company?
In my two companies, I'll say I have only two employees. I'll say
You and your
currently it's
wife.
just two employees.
You and your wife.
Me and my wife so
What?
far.
Then you
Uh,
make guess too.
yes, it's just me and my wife currently for the two companies.
Uh,
But for Avicube, we are almost having like you know, wale permanent it's two, but sasa kuna wengine wanakuja kama kasho kama kazi iko wakati kuna job,
job.
wakati wa kudeploy, let's say you are going to deploy a software in a certain site. Now, during the deployment process, now you'll have to get some
Other
casuals and other people,
for
the sophisticated people who are very specialized in that field.
in that field.
Yeah, those are the people who are going to do the job.
Okay, how do you advertise your business?
Okay,
Njuka ni kinyozi inaendaga by word of mouth.
okay. For the barber shop, we are doing a lot. Number one, advertising a business. One of the ways you can advertise a business is by using this brochure, issuing brochures or leaflets to passers-by. That's what we've been doing. That's the first thing. Second thing, we use also TikTok. We have TikTok accounts. So, like for Empire, we have, if you search Empire Cats and Barber, Empire Cats and Spa, if I'm not wrong, I think it's the one, Empire Cats and
And
Spa.
you're not really
I-
social media.
yes. There's someone who manages the account. I'm
Okay.
not the one.
Okay.
I'm not the one who does that.
You manage
There's someone who manages the
you
account.
manage the other account.
Me, I manage the side of money. I don't manage the side of
The other account.
yes.
Okay. I get you.
I manage the side of funds, but the side of this hustle of promoting the account. There are some
Promoting the
people,
business.
the business also.
Yeah.
There are some people who do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's nice. So you have a TikTok.
Yeah, we have a TikTok account and also a Instagram account. I think so. Though I'm not sure. Though I'm not sure. But there's a TikTok account with Empire Cats and Spa. If you check it on TikTok, you'll find it.
Okay. Let's say about your business or company location.
My company.
Does it the location does it matter when you
Okay.
set your business
When
or your
setting
company?
up any business, usually someone looks at the market. That's the first thing. For example, if you want to set up a business on River Road, let's say this is a barber shop. you'll ask yourself this question: why am I setting up this business? That's the first question you'll ask yourself. And then, if the answer excites you, then go for it. But if the answer does not excite you, first, that answer should give you the reason, the quality reason. That quality reason is like, I'm putting this business to cater for this niche of market. The niche of market is, let's say, for example, you're targeting a certain clique of people. Let's say they are leaving work, they are tired, so they want a relaxation apart from just shaving the head. So this clique of people you are targeting, you look at them like, what are their features or their characteristics? So do they drive cars? Okay, they don't. No problem. Then you also look at their, let's say, for example, is the that's where also the pricing comes in. You see, the barber shop in Zimmerman, if you go there to shave, you'll shave at 150 shillings. But if you go to Kasarani, you'll shave at 300 shillings. A big difference. There's a different market. That's a totally different market. In Zimmerman, people are ready to shave even at 50 shillings. There's someone who will shave it at 50 shillings. But there's someone else who will come and pay you 200 shillings just for a shave in Zimmerman. But if you go to Kasarani, no one can shave you below 200. No one will do that. All barber shops there, they'll tell you 300 or 250.
Kumbusha, there's a day I had how many shillings? I had like 200 bob. It was not. It was uko side it was Mombasa Road, and I went to a certain barber shop. Mimi hiyo pesa nilikuwa nayo, hata nimefoot nimefoot
Yes.
kwa kufika kwa barber shop anaenda kushave ni 250. That's the only 200 shillings I have. Na
Yes.
plan kushave na 100
Urudi na
nirudi na mimi so ama chwani.
kabisa.
I'm like, okay, hapo sasa ndo nikaelewa. We have different locations really matter.
Location really matters a lot. Yeah.
So what are your company goals?
Okay, number one, in terms of, I'll talk about the software business side. The target is to be the best solution provider across the country in several entities. That is the goal that we are looking at. But in the meantime, there are so many things, so many milestones we have to put ahead, and you have to make sure those targets are achieved. Dr. Songe, the target goal. Yes.
Your company has rewards.
Okay. Currently, I don't have rewards.
Since it's a 2019, from the year 2019, it's supposed to give trophies. You have functions,
No.
crusades,
No. I have nothing to show for any achievement.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So, as a software, are you a software developer?
I'm not a software developer. I always say this to myself: if I can't do it, there's someone else who can do it better. So that's someone who can do it much better. If I have to get that person to do this role, then what is the need of me doing that?
So you go for the clients, you hear what the clients want, and then you get the person who can do the job.
Who can do the job much better than me? And then because I don't have that skill set, so that person has the skill set and the professional ability. So you just do that.
So
you mix and match.
Okay, that's very interesting. You by any point.
That's why a company hires you as an employee to do a certain role. Because the company is just the vehicle. It's not the driver. The driver is the driver might be in the car or even out of the car, but instructs the driver plus the people who are inside the vehicle. This vehicle should move in this direction.
Okay.
This vehicle should do A, B, C, D, like that.
Okay.
You see. Okay, let me tell you. You see, in the business world, there are so many businesses. You can open a business even whereby you don't know even a single thing about that business, but you can hire people who know everything about that business, and the business will thrive.
So you understand.
According to how you will lead them.
So you understand business management.
Yes, I will say that.
Okay. Because Apple, you have to have some skills, and I don't know.
You see that's why we in every company you have a CEO, you have a manager. What does a CEO do?
He's the one.
CEO is not the owner sometimes. Sometimes you can have a CEO who is not even the owner of the business.
What?
Yes, or sometimes you can have you can the managing director. Now that is like now the business owner.
Really?
Yes, the managing director might be there. Sometimes in some businesses you can find the CEO as the owner of the business. In some companies, you'll find they hire CEOs and managers.
Okay.
Yes.
What strategy have you changed the past few years in your business?
Okay. I've stopped looking at, if you look at the business side, never look at the profit side only. If you are looking at the profit side, you'll never get any money.
How now, Manzi? Now you're looking
Yes.
for this room.
Because for you to get profit, there are some things that must be done for you to earn that profit. And the business world is so much disruptive. I will say that. It's so much disruptive. Today you have this as a trend, tomorrow this is not a trend. Today you're selling shoes that look like this, tomorrow these shoes they are not fashionable the next day. So these shoes, now you have stocked them, you have a whole container of these shoes. Where do you sell them? You'll
At a
have dead
giveaway
stock.
price.
Now you'll have dead stock. So what I always say is this: in the business, every business should should be customer oriented. Every business should be modeled around the customer, not about you as the owner.
Oh.
If you build the business around the customer, you'll get all the profit you need. If you build the business around the owner, you won't get any money. So when you build a business around a customer, you are thinking out of the box as if you, as the customer, what do you feel when you get into that place? For example, in a barber shop, when you walk into a barber shop, what is the first thing that catches your eye?
How it glitters inside.
Of course. And then the next thing is usually the
The
staff
staff,
that
yeah.
are inside.
The inside, yeah.
So the staff that are inside now, the moment the owner of the business doesn't have a good relationship with the staff, also the staff won't have a good, humble mood to do that job. So you have also to take care of your staff. So if you take care of your staff equitably or very well, and then you make sure there's a good environment, customers will flow. That's it.
I don't know about business sana, but I'm really learning a lot hapo. So in future maybe nikifungua barber shop,
Yes,
it will matter a lot. Me, I'll prefer
it
that.
really matters a lot. You see, in every barber shop, people, when they get inside, they look at the environment. That's the first thing. And that environment is made up of the staff plus the way it looks.
And do you think also the charges somehow influences?
Okay, charges are not so much of
Because
a problem.
me, I have this mentality of if these guys are charging a lot, they must be so good.
Okay, yes, they must be so good. Let me give you a good example. If you go to Garden City, there's a barber shop called Leos. If you go to Leos, they offer a quite range of all services. And by the way, that's where we want to see ourselves like. We are looking at them as the pioneers for us.
Pioneers. And them, they want to reach another level.
Yes. Then, of course, they want to reach another level, but we are looking at them as the benchmark point for ourselves. So, what we are doing, if you go to Laos, do you know if you go there to shave, you shave at 1,000 bob here at Garden City. Just a normal shave, 1,000 bob. Now we'll leave Laos aside. If you go to Yaya Center in Kilimani, Yaya Center, they have a barber shop inside Yaya Center. It's called Aristocrats. Aristocrats. There, if you go there to shave, you'll shave at 2,500, 4,000, depending with your style of shave.
Hiyo ni fare mtu ya 2 weeks.
Yes. Yes. So you can see there's quite a difference in terms of the market. In Kilimani, they have a target market. They are looking at the foreigners. They are looking at the people around Kilimani. This is a middle class kind of a people, kind of a group of people. So here in Laos at Garden City, they're also looking at the middle class who are living on Eastlands. In Eastlands here, huku hivi hakuna machakula kama yenye Lavington. In Lavington their food start with pizza blah 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 blah. Here huku chakula zetu zinaanza na matumbo, mashakura,
watu wa Murima.
So you can see the difference. You can see the difference of level.
Okay.
And you see that difference sets up the market value. So it's the same way. Do you remember there was a time when onions were a hot cake in Kenya?
Onions ama tomatoes?
It was onions. Onions were a hot cake because at that time there was a huge demand for onions. So everyone was thinking if they could get them, they could capitalize and make a huge profit. And by the way, the people who are doing that kind of a business did make good margins of profit. And by the way, I did do some business through that.
You ventured into that?
I ventured into that. It was just short term and then we did quit. It was just short term and then we did quit.
How do you get this information?
You just have to be on the loop. You have to look at you have to be afraid. If you want to be a business person,
you have to look all over.
You have to be your antennas has to be like everywhere. Your antenna has to be everywhere. Hey. And then also you have to be a friend of the Business Daily. The Business Daily is a newspaper, and then whereby you can get all info about
what's happening
in the country in terms of the business world. And then also you have to be a friend of a Telegram channel called Kenyan Wall Street.
Kenyan Wall Street.
Yes.
Wall Street ama Wall Street?
Wall Street, okay. I think. Kenyan Wall Street. At least, is it Nairobi? Kenyan Wall Street, yeah.
At least wale wenye wako Telegram, you have something important ya kufanya huko. There is a group. Yeah. So what's unique about your company and your business?
What is unique? Okay, I'll say on my business. I'll say on my business. What makes it unique is that we are optimizing everything to a way in which a customer will feel enchanted if he walks if he or she walks into our barber shop. He'll come out smiling. So, of course, a smile has to come through a lot of things. It doesn't come cheaply. That's why comedians do a hard job making people laugh.
Do they really? Because some of the comedians are just Crazy Kenna is creative. I don't know. Like some people do some stuff. So there's a comedian and there are people reacting in some different ways. Utapata msee anafanya hivi. He gets 1.5 views or likes. Umeng'ang'ana ukaleta hadi watu ukapanga sijui nini. you're going to get like 10K likes, some 10. You see,
that's why I can tell you this also. There are certain things in this life you cannot do without grace of God. You see, by us existing is through the grace of God. So there are a lot of things. You see that guy who was the tallest guy in Kenya, or who was picked, and then
Bradley.
Bradley, and then he went far. And right now, his life is changed just like that forever. But what I'll say is this: you see, that guy is just like among the 45 million people in the country of Kenya. He was just handpicked by what?
By
The grace of God.
by his urefu.
By his, that one became an advantage for him. When you want to tell me there are no people who are taller than him or who are not of the same height as him?
In fact, by you saying that, najua walikuwa wawili and they were look alike. Kumwingine wa Kakamega na kumwingine, this guy don't know from which area, ni Mjaka. And the one mwenye alipenya ni huo Mjaka. Unaona? And they were look alike, hadi nikashangaa. I was arguing with a friend. Namwambia Bradley ni mmoja. Akaniambia walikuwa wawili. But sasa I was like, how come Grace ya huyu?
So mi usema hivi, you see, in this life there are some things that can happen. You won't understand how it went or how it worked out, but at the end of the day, is the grace of God. So that's why I'll tell you, me having this or whatever I have is very little to someone else. And by the way, it is nothing to me also sometimes because I feel like I've not yet achieved what I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just still through the grace of God, and I know things
Speaking
much
of
better and better
achievement,
and better. Yeah.
speaking of achievement, how do you keep up with your competitors? Or just I'm sure you're not in the same level.
Yes.
Maybe iko mwingine ako juu, iko mwingine ako chini. Alafu iko wale si competitors, iko wale sasa you're looking up to them.
Yes.
How do you?
Okay, so number one is always to learn the trade. If you want to be an employer, you have to be an employee. You have to be an employee for you to become an employer. Meaning, you have to start from somewhere for you to get something. So, meaning, like for every boss was an employee at one point. That's what it means. Every boss was an employee at one point in his life.
Na huwezi omokea hapo.
Na huwezi omokea ukiwa employee. So the best thing is, usually is you have to learn the trade. Learning the trade, that is the difficult part where most people usually go wrong.
Okay.
You see, learning the trade is through a process. It takes a lot of time. Like me, I learned this trade for a long time. It has taken me since 2009 up to date to get my first physical business. But since 2009 up to now, I was learning the trade throughout all that period. It wasn't just by, I didn't just wake up today and I said, I'm opening a business. I didn't come out that.
Speaking of, cut short. Speaking of learning the trade, have you managed other companies before?
Yes, I've managed other people's businesses. I would say that. I've managed other people's businesses, and also I've been through a lot. I would say that. I've been through a lot. I would say I started off as a teacher. Yes, I started off as a teacher. I have like almost 7 years experience in teaching. Yes. I was a teacher in high school for 1 year, and then I've been a teacher in primary school for 6 years. In primary school. So that was since 2009, because I finished high school in 2009. I finished immediately and I started teaching immediately.
So you're that smart.
And then after, I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart.
Because only they were that smart.
But I went to a different high school, not in the same high school that I was learning. And then after that, I started doing other jobs, blah 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 blah.
Things just
things just got like that.
Do you think your employees are satisfied and how do you pay them?
How I repay them in terms of doing my duty.
Like how you pay them,
Or my employees.
employees.
Okay. Yes, I really try to be fair enough.
Mhm,
Kwa sababu, you see, in this Nairobi, there are a lot of people go through different challenges.
mhm,
And obviously, not everyone will be contented with me.
mhm,
I know that for sure.
mhm,
But I'll always uh, pay
mhm.
up to the value of that is committed.
Committed.
As in, for example,
Mhm,
an employee who works extra smart,
mhm,
extra smart,
mhm,
and is there always, all the time,
mhm,
doing his duty. That is a very, that's a very noble cause that person is trying to do.
mhm,
It means that person is after the coin
mhm.
that I'm also after. So,
After.
meaning, if that coin comes in, we'll have to share equitably. But
Mhm,
also in barber shops, what happens in barber shops?
mhm.
It goes payments are based on commissions.
Okay.
Payments are based on commissions, and then there are usually some salaries depending with the agreement you have with your employees.
Employees. Okay.
Yes. So I usually make sure that everyone is a bit, I would say a bit comfortable because I can't make them fully comfortable.
Mhm,
If you make them fully comfortable, also
mhm.
someone will also want work
Okay.
to meet the standards that are required.
For me, I'm out of questions, Manzi.
Mhm,
I didn't ask all, but I picked some few.
mhm,
Niliona it's favorable,
mhm,
uh, maybe to the listeners because umesema
mhm.
the customer is more important
The
sometimes.
customer is key.
More is the key more than I.
Mhm,
So same case to my viewers.
mhm.
You're more important. So if you're more important, subscribe.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm out of questions. What is there anything else you like to share about maybe business and school share and your school leave?
Okay. Me, the only thing I can say is, see, the business world, I had said, is very distractive. And being that it's very distractive,
Mm.
you can get easily distracted.
My God.
Anything, by anything, let me tell you that, by anything from the main goal that you want. Let's say, for example, there was a time I used to sell earrings and necklaces long time ago, and this lady's handbags.
My brother
So
umetoka mbali.
there was time
Imebaki zao niambia ulikuwa unauza mayai.
no,
No, okay.
I've never sold eggs.
Yeah,
Lakini
nilikuwa
nishaikuwa hoka.
ah,
There's a time I was even a hoka.
what have you not done? You deserve what you're doing. You
so
deserve.
so I've been through a lot. I'll say that. It has been so these businesses that I have and what I have right now is through blood and tears. And so far, I'll say the ride is good, but it's not yet there. I'll say that it's not yet there. Kwa
Mhm,
sababu that's not what we have been desiring all along. We are striving for more excellence and more businesses that are coming up.
mhm,
But what I will say, anyone who is trying to venture into business, always look out for the customer. Your business should be modeled around the customer, not around the owner. If you model your business around the owner, you're looking at a total failure. At a total failure. I can guarantee you that.
we-
I can guarantee you that. Because every business, you have to model it around the customer. Look at the nail parlors.
mhm,
The nail parlor, whereby a customer, these ladies go and make their nails. They're usually bright colored. They're usually bright colored, and then the lighting has to be in a certain way
to 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 attract.
to attract. You see, what is that? It is all about the customer. It's not only about the owner. So the owner must go the extra mile to do a lot to gain that one customer. That one customer will bring another, and that another will bring another. So it becomes a chain. It becomes something they call These Englishmen usually say a ripple effect.
A
If
ripple.
you a ripple effect is achieved when you make a change against one person or one family, it causes the whole society to have that instant change also. If I can change you, so it means I can change the clique of group who are your friends also. Because you go and also tell them about the change.
That is so deep. Mi sijai kusikia hivi hadi nanishtua.
So,
Yaani tunaargue huko, kumbe you have some knowledge about business and stuff. And
yeah,
that's very good.
yeah.
I hope one day manze nitakuinvite again.
Mhm.
Maybe you would like to share maybe your biggest achievement one day. Ama if you have, you can share. And I would really love maybe if this video by God's will went viral.
Mhm.
Also, you get customers every in your company, in your barber shops,
Mhm.
and also ufungue biashara zingine, you employ other people.
Yeah, thank you for that.
For me, he's a very good guy. For the few years we endure, he's a very good guy. So most probably, I think even the employees are actually uh, uh, they're in good terms. Ama they really like him because the personality. Kama I think pia personality inachangia sana for uh, someone to open a business or to own a business because
No, not personality. You can have a poor personality, but you have good leadership skills.
so good
Yeah,
leader. Yeah.
good leadership and management.
Uh,
The people who are so poor in managing funds, for example, they don't know how to manage money. But you can employ someone, an accountant, to manage your money. If you're smart enough to do that, if you're smart enough to do that, you just do it. It's so easy. You hire someone to do it for you. So me, what I believe in this world, it has limitless opportunities, endless opportunities. You are not limited in whatever place you are. You are not. You're not bound by any structure. You're not bound by any background. You're not bound by anything. Nothing. Let me tell you this, Jasper. You see, when you left your home, when you came to Nairobi, you came in search for a better future. Because after high school, everyone tells, like wengine wetu hata hatukupelekwa college or university. Watu after high school unaambiwa si wewe ni mwanaume, si umemea ndevu, enda ujing'ang'anie uko Nairobi. That was the term.
yeah.
So when you get into town, even ule mtu mwenye alikukaribia ilikuwa inastahili uende uishi kwake, labda alikuzimia simu venye ufika country bus. Some of us have gone through that, by the way.
Yeah.
So all of that, all of those challenges, when we are striving for success, when you get some small success, never struggle to prove to anyone that you are successful also. Never, don't struggle. Why should I prove to you that I'm successful? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. What I should strive for is making myself a better person. Making myself a better person is so much different because tomorrow is a different day than today, and there should be some growth in that on my mindset, on the way I think, on the way you do things like that. So all that goes a long way.
Okay.
So and also, if you look at the Kenyan market, the way iko kibiashara, always go with the trend. Usiaienda tu kwa biashara too blindly.
Okay.
Go with the trend sometimes.
And what do you think about investments? Let's say because me investment najua at a person like me naweza invest to circles and
Okay. On investments generally, number one, I'll say get a group of people, get a like-minded group of people that you can settle up, that you can juggle up. Mseme, we are starting an investment group. like I was saying, we have like I told you earlier, I'm in an investment group. So this investment group we started way back in 2019, up to date. So we have only 10 guys. Wanaume 10. What we have been doing, we have been soliciting funds from every member. We just we have an account at Rafiki Microfinance Bank, and also we have an account at Stima Sacco, whereby we group our savings there. So at the end of the year, we usually get some dividends from Stima Sacco. And then apart from that, also we are looking at the business side, but the group is majorly focusing on real estate because
Oh, you want to venture into real estate?
we want to venture into real estate.
Oh, that's very
So
nice.
the group so far, we have amassed quite a bit. I would say money in terms of money, we have good money. So
So
we are still.
I don't want to ask how much you guys deposit in, because I have Stimasako account, but how much dividends do you get in per annum?
Sometimes you get even 80,000 or even 150,000 per year.
Okay.
It means
So
we have like 3 accounts at Stimasako. We have a share capital account, we have a savings account, and we have just the it's called a normal account or something like that. So the share capital earns us dividends. The savings earns us dividends. So at the end of the year, the Masako may give us even 150K or even 200
in both accounts?
In all of them, in all of those accounts.
Okay.
So we may, at the end of the year, we might get something like 200 or depending how the year ends. Because it depends. Also, it depends with the amount of money we deposited at the Masako also.
Okay.
Like that.
How much percentage does the share capital have?
Interest rate. The interest rate. I don't know so much on that one, but we have a financial manager in our group who knows that quite effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking of Stimasako, I know someone. One day I'll invite him.
But also, as I was telling you about having like-minded group, you know, when you have a group of people who think about the same thing, and then you put an action plan towards it, towards achieving a certain goal, you will all get to that goal. No man is an island in this world. You need friends. You need brothers. So you need a family, and all of those people. If you put them in one basket, you have everything. But you cannot exist on your own. You see, the power of getting rich is in people. It's not on you.
You need people
to get rich. You cannot be rich just on you. You cannot just wake up tomorrow and you become a billionaire. It's not possible.
Maybe if you're born in a
Unless if you are born in a family like the so-called families in Kenya.
Oh yeah.
But now, since none of us are born in such kind of the so-called families, so you have to grind out. So grinding out means you have to be a man of people or a people person, like that.
Okay. Entrepreneur Ava, thank you for sharing. I know you have a lot.
Yes.
You prefer to share a lot, but I don't want to take much of your time.
Yes.
As an entrepreneur, I know unachezeaga tu hapo, ausimami wiki yako inasimamaga ile time tunakutana na wewe huko. So I know you have other issues to take care of.
Yes.
And for me, I really appreciate. If it is to revisit this video many times to learn something, I will. And also, in case of, I don't know, I think maybe a client or someone would like to visit your barber shop. I guess mtanitumia tu link of social media, nitaipost kwa description. From there mtakuwa mna chat na the clients or the customer. Yeah, ingekuwa ni wewe unauza maybe magari, najua ungenipea namba yako niweke hapo.
Kweli kweli.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Sooner or later, maybe I'll be dropping another video. And for me, nimelan. I have some at least knowledge about entrepreneurship and how to run businesses. And we stop being shy. I feel like you have put the shy candle and go out there and do
Yes, yes.
something. So once again, jina yake ni Arthur. And yes, next time if umebambika naye, maybe you can comment something, like the video, share, and definitely say maybe unataka akuje tena. And I'll definitely arrange for another